Yo, what is up, fellas? So I decided to try out this new thing. I'm gonna be running SnS without Leaping Strike, and I came about this because I was doing some tests on Disdained Infliction, and it's a lot more OP than people realize. Now, this video is not really a showcase of Disdained Infliction. It's really just running without Leaping Strike. So, because I wanted to run the Butcher with Disdained Infliction, I already had armor perks for Empowering Rolling Blade, Contagious Upheaval, and Fortifying Shield Rush. So, if I wanted it to be efficient, I kind of had to get rid of Leaping Strike. This guy's using BB, and I just have to try to run him down, and that's what I'm going to do for like the next 30 seconds. But it's a good showcase of my ability to chase someone without Leaping Strike and just relying on the Great X. Oof, that little miss is going to cost us 51 years. So I'm keeping my Great X out so I can keep that speed buff, and once I close the distance, light attack and then keep running. Hit another light attack and then roll catch him with Gravity Will. So I kept this clip in because I just wanted to show it's still possible to run, but man, do I wish I had Leaping Strike in this scenario. Like I'm just playing for life here, and there's 5 ranged players here. Look, I'm like a quarter of my health left, and I'm just surviving off of shirking heals and pots and hearty meals. But like if I had Leaping Strike here, I could move behind some cover a lot quicker. So I finally get to a safe spot and pop in some hearty meals. Alright, so this fire staff is going to give me a bunch of dots, and there you go, you can have them back. So I'm using Rolling Blade defensively here because I'm like hoping that the dots will tick fast enough for me to get my stone form. But it actually works out because this guy is like pretty low. And then I got my friend helping me here to kill this healer. Now, I don't know how I end up outside this door, but it's a perfect time for a grab well, and it's also a perfect time to test out Empowering Rolling Blade. And someone got deleted in there, but I need to get back inside.
Let me in! Let me in!
They don't let me move. Man, let me in! So I'm heading to the back line here, and this is honestly the best showcase of Rolling Blade. Look at that, perfect use. And that's where it really beats out like Upheaval and Leaping Strike. I cleave both of them, and there it is again. I use Whirling Blade pretty good, and this guy's just dying from bleeds. Alright, man, I'm trying to save this guy. Let's see what I can do. Throw a gravel out here, throw him a bone. Well, didn't save him, but I can avenge him. And Milk Dud is trying to avenge his friend too. But nah, let's be real. He saw a solo player out here, and he's feeling confident with his lock on BB. So I'm going to use Upheaval here and transfer back whatever STDs he gave to me. Shield Rush into Whirling Blade, and he just gets deleted. Alright, so this guy's feeling pretty safe up here, just free casting. Let's do some hacks. So there's 1 dodge, 2 dodges, and there's 3 dodges while he's rooted. So he's exhausted. Again, too many free casters. This healer, I'm going to prioritize him, or else none of the other ranged are going to die. Light attack, charge combo. It's really good burst. I'm going to keep the rest of these guys occupied while the rest of my team cleans up whatever's back there. And there we go, my team is finally moving up to assist me. So this guy uses Burnout through the door and accidentally catches my Upheaval, and I was standing in Bile at the same time, so he has all of my burning debuffs that were on me and Bile Poison. So Disdained Infliction on my Butcher has got this guy being chunked. Someone else who's feeling safe enough to free cast. No free casting on me, pretty please. Guys, one of the worst things you can do is engage with Leaping Strike. Try walking up to your enemy first, because now when it comes time to chase down your low health kill, you no longer have anything to re-engage with. So I'm going to try to find an opportunity to use Reap on him for the leeching. And the nice thing about Reap is that usually once they're done being staggered, they follow up with an attack. And then you can dodge, and it's an easy shirking heals prop. And I use Stoneform here offensively, actually, because I know he's low health. And when they're low health, they're typically ready to CC you in order to save themselves. I miss Reap here, but make sure to keep your Great Axe out so you get that speed bonus when you're chasing. Alright, this guy's down. I'm still half health, so this range guy is like kind of fucked. Look at how bad the tracking on that shield rush is. It's like I hit an invisible wall. Clean, easy kill here. Good example of roll catching someone with Reap and then blow him up. Cleaning up some kills here for my teammate after he was killed so gruesomely. These guys do a lot of damage. I think it must have been that burnout that like double hit me. And I didn't feel like I needed Leaping Strike at all here. Shield Rush gets the job done. Nothing's dying on point, so I'm just gonna go up to ramparts, see what I can catch. And poor fella got stuck in here with me. Back up the ramparts because I'm pretty sure there was another healer. And ooh, he's already got bio. Very nice. Reap this guy from the second floor. And he's not going anywhere. I'm going to charge up a heavy for a nice little kill steal here. Okay, let's take a look at that gear. So, yeah, I have a high priority for shirking heals and freedom. And then fill out the rest of the perks with whatever you'd like. Refreshing, Enchanted Ward, Elemental Aversion. Here's the Butcher. I used to have Trenchant Strikes on here, but I decided to add Disdained Infliction because I realized just how strong it was. It's not in power, it's not base damage, it's simply boosting the damage dealt by your dots by 15%. Here's Chopper. I like to have Crippling Reap on it. Here's my Heart Rune. Champion's Amulet. Shirking and Power is OP. Crippling, that pairs really well with Crippling Reap. And, of course, it would pair well with Leaping Strike, but I'm not running it at the moment. And Endless Thirst. Regenerating, you can't go wrong with regenerating. It's not boosted by the Thirst, but a regen that is boosted by the Thirst are your hearty meals. The 20-second recovery buff and the well-fed buff. This one down here. Heal 1% of your max health every 2.5 seconds. That's boosted by Endless Thirst 2. So the reason that I decided not to run Leaping Strike, just because besides having a little fun with it and challenging myself, I already had the other 3 perks on here, like Empowering Whirling Blade. I had just made this Contagious Upheaval, so obviously I need to run Upheaval. And then my beautiful shield here has Fortifying Shield Rush, so can't go without that. Here is my Great Axe skill tree. I'm trying out Gravity here. Really the only thing that benefits from this is Maelstrom. I don't really do heavies enough to benefit from the pool. And it seems odd with Reap because Reap does pool, but it already staggers. And if you use Reap on someone that can't be staggered, then that means that it's also not going to pull you. And if it doesn't pull you, then it's not going to benefit from the root. So typically, depending on how I like this perk, I might switch it up with Unpredictable Strike, because this is definitely a perk that I love to use. I know not many other people like it, but I do. Here's my SnS skill tree. I am also testing out one with the shield because I am running a round shield, and this will increase the debuffs on enemies per hit by 5% with no cooldown, whereas Disdained Infliction has a 1-second cooldown, and on top of that, it only works for dots. Depending on how I like this perk, I might switch it up with Intimidating Rush. here are my attributes. I go maximum of 350 strength, maximum 200 constitution, and then dump the rest of them into dexterity. Or you could also go 50 max on dexterity and then dump the rest into strength.